Check, check. Okay, that's showing me yes? Sorry for the delay, TikTok and Instagram. Yes, on YouTube? Oh my God. Yes, yes. Okay, we are fixed on YouTube. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Sorry for the technical issues. Real quick, I was welcoming y'all and somebody had changed the setting maybe. Sorry about that. Y'all know techie is not my thing. That's why in 2024, please help me manifest somebody, a tiny, 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 because I'm just a micro influencer after all. Somebody to help me with my technology. I need somebody that believes in me to take me on as their podcast queen and help me with the technology part and the promoting part because it's not my thing. And it is a lot for me to go live on 6 different places. I've got my iPad on TikTok, my iPhone is Instagram, and then my computer with StreamYard is Facebook group, Facebook page, Twitter, and YouTube. So when my microphone gets moved or messed with, where's my camera? Then I guess I messed up my audio a little bit somehow. I can hear Luna, my co-host. Today is trash and recycle day. So apparently they've come. Also the pool guy comes on Thursday. So Thursdays are very exciting days for our Luna. And as you know, on Tuesdays, every day, my housekeeper and her son come. Her son is like 25 in college. Luna loves them so much. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are big days for Luna. Like us and the family are chopped liver when it comes to the pool guy protecting us, as dogs will. And the lawn guy, the lawn guy's on Friday or Saturday. She loves to bark at them too. She's got a lot of big days, so never mind. Anyways, okay, I was just saying though, when I had no audio on YouTube, this will be a little bit shorter of a day. I've got to end 40 minutes into it because I need to go do some mom duties, and then I've got some friend duties. I need to go into town and bring Shmangela dinner and check on her, return all the things to her. So, anyways, why didn't you ever like the picture of Krista on Jeff's lap on the Jeff Lewis Live page? Oh my gosh, the fact that you're paying attention to which pictures I like. Girl, boy, whoever, there's only 24 hours in a day. I can't see everything. Trust me. I definitely saw that picture, but it might have been posted in multiple places because I definitely saw it. And if I saw it, I usually try to like and comment if I have time. But yeah, housekeeper, lawn guy, and pool. I mean, so relatable, right? I mean, it is what it is. People need help in life, right? I trust me. I don't ever say that I get it all done, right? Okay. Speaking of getting it all done, let's chat real quick because I finally made time yesterday. It took me about 14 hours to watch 2 hours of episodes 4 and 5 of Hollywood House Lift. I love it so much. I mean, just the personality. I love them showing Jeff and all the chumps having lunch together. I love Jeff telling us he's getting excited about his food, what he's going to order for lunch. I love Reggie Bush's kids. I made a quick reel of one of Reggie Bush's kids looking at Jeff Lewis saying, "Why are your lips so big?" And he just starts laughing. It was hilarious. So cute. Episode 5, they mentioned Stu, and Jeff says multiple times, I was worried about bringing him on the show, probably season 1 he was talking about, because he never knows how long things are going to last, and he's always worried. Even one of the Cynthia Bailey, talked about maybe not wanting to come back as a housewife because she's tired of putting, she's already had 2 marriages, 2 divorces on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's like, I don't want to put another guy through that. I don't want to bring my personal life onto the show. And that's pretty much what Real Housewives of Atlanta is about, right? Your personal life, the girl drama, all that kind of stuff. So Jeff seemed to really relate to that. But he does bring Stu on. You see him on the stairs with Milo, his new dog, and with Jeff's dog, Toby. He tells somebody, it looks like it's the dog trainer probably, that Stu lives at the house with him. But, then he jokes later when Claudia and his mom, Tom, are looking at his new house in whatever that fancy neighborhood is called, the little area his new house is in. And he talks about Stu helping him design the kitchen. And then Tom even jokes that Stu won't be living there. So whoever knows what the future will hold. I feel like Jeff and Stu had a really good relationship. I feel like they obviously bonded and loved each other very much, made each other laugh. They got along. All the friends got along, it seemed like. So whoever knows what could happen. I mean, New Year's night is Sunday night, just 2 days away. Wait, I'm not good at math. Friday, Saturday, 3 nights away. Sorry. Whoever knows? I mean, Stu could fly back from Cabo. Jeff could fly to Cabo to see Monroe or to get her, whatever they're doing with that. We'll talk about that in a second. And he could take Chef Stu home with. Who knows, right? I mean, who knows? Nothing ever surprises me, right? Reality TV, I love that name, says, I don't see them getting back together after giving an STD or whatever. I mean, y'all, don't forget, as much as Jeff can't stand Gage Fredericksburg, Edger, whatever his name is, he tried to get back with him last December. So I don't know. Like I said, nothing will ever shock me. But on the end of the show, Megan is at lunch. And I think this is the time that she was doing that work, maybe in Oklahoma. It's hard to tell the timing. Seems like what they're doing right now is like May. So they started filming last March. This is around May when they're on episode 4 and 5. And they're at a lunch. I think it's Tyler. It's I'm forgetting his name, but I've met him a couple of times now. It's Megan's personal assistant. He's super nice, super fun, and so he just is so glowy and dewy looking. But it's Megan's assistant that's on the lunch with them. Shane is there, and then Jeff, and they're all at lunch, like eating Mexican food or something, it looks like. And Jeff kind of starts picking at Megan, saying something like, I just don't think you've got all your shit together. You're dropping projects or something like that. And she storms out and leaves. So that could have been, around one of the times, like, where we just kept saying for months, it just seemed like something was a little bit off with Megan. And now we know they finally had a really good talk during BravoCon in Las Vegas. And now things seem to be much better. But, if you're an old school flipping out fan, Megan has been fired / quit multiple times, just like Andrew Coleman. So Jeff always makes room for, rebuilding bridges and burning bridges, right? Anyways, Andrew Coleman, yes, I love him so much. Oh, Darla says Jeff should have been nicer to Stu. Yeah. There's a lot of things Jeff has said about that whole situation that I just, as much as we love knowing all the personal details of Jeff, I didn't want to know all of those because, again, unless I have a GoPro on both of their wieners, I can't know exactly what happened, right? Like, all I can do is hear both sides, but everyone's going to always put their best foot forward. So I have no idea what happened. Somebody mentioned yesterday in DMs, they remember all those months that Jeff was trying to get rid of his multiple ongoing, endless, not yeast infection, what's it called? Urinary tract infection. So he was on all these antibiotics. So who even knows what is accurate with his blood work with getting an STD, STI, as Zach Noe Towers lets us know is the new term. Anyways, okay. And then at the end, who else feels so old now seeing Cynthia freaking Bailey's little girl, Noelle, I guess her last name is Richardson. I Googled it real quick. She's 24. So if they filmed this earlier this year, and she's been in this house, this $1 million house in the LA area for a year. She bought this house at like 22, 23 years old. I'm so freaking proud of her. Like, she's beautiful. She says she's an actress, a model, an influencer. So I love that. But I also love that she stood up to Cynthia and said, look, Mom, I know you're going through some shit, but it is stressing me out to have all of your stuff. It's a rental? She rents? Wait, what? What? How? Oh. Oh, I missed that on the after show. Oh my God. I'm so glad y'all let me know that. Well, whatever. The fact that she has the money at 24 years old to rent such a house, it has to be so expensive. I'm just super proud of her, and that, she's giving her mom a space in that garage. It looks like they got rid of like 95% of it. So I'm very proud of her. But I don't know, it made me feel so freaking old because I obviously watched Real Housewives of Atlanta from day one, and she was like 11. It's just like I totally remember Ramona Singer's little girl, who's now like 30, whatever, Avery's 16th birthday party, right? That huge party they hosted for her, and then they stuck her in an Uber to get back to her house by herself. Oh my gosh. Okay, as if that wasn't enough to watch two 1-hour shows, I also made time this morning, a little bit of it, to watch 90 Day Fiance the other way, the Tell All Part 3. If you know nothing about this show, you have got to Google or follow the Sarah Fraser show, Farser. I love her so much. She keeps me up on 90 Day Fiance. She does Sister Wives. She does 1,000-Pound Sisters. I love it. I'll be on her podcast next month, so I can't wait for that. But Google Sarper and Shekinah. They are insane. He brings out and shows his numbers book, like how many women he's had sex with. It was like from 1998 to 2012, and it was like 1,200 girls. He puts an X, and then he color codes it based on how attractive the women were. I mean, and the fact that he can't even let Shekinah say, first of all, she's got a kid that I believe she gave birth to, so at least she's had sex with one person. But they're in their 40s, like early 40s. The fact that he won't even listen to her and how many men she has been with, like, he's crazy controlling. Like, apparently they're on Instagram. I guess they're happy, but whoever knows if these people are just playing the whole Instagram social media influencer game. Like, I really feel that's what that girl, what's the dude that wears the hats? Like, he won't take it off because he's balding. Jasmine and Gino. I feel like they're just playing the like Instagram social media game. Like, they're just going to go on as many 90 Day Fiancés as they can. Like, they're just so disgusting to me. I don't even think they have sex. Like, she got her vag fixed up for him and he's still not into it. Like, so gross. So gross. Ooh, Krista says, don't ruin it for me. I love reality TV so much. 90 Day Fiancé is totally scripted, coached by producers. So much of what you are seeing is fake. Prove it, Krista. Prove it. I'm in denial. Leave me alone with my reality TV. I love it so freaking much. Okay. YouTube is acting up. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe. I don't know what's going on. Blurry and weird sound. Check. Is that any better? Don't know. Sorry. I'll work on it after this. Actually, I'll work on it when I get home. Okay. Yeah, Erica Mara. Who cares if it's scripted? It's entertainment. Yeah. YouTube is blurry? What is going on? Let me clean my screen. Sorry, y'all. Is that any better? I can't tell if it's blurry to me or not. TikTok is definitely cleaner, smoother. I don't know. We'll see. I'll touch up my appearance. There's a touch up my appearance button. Let's make myself look a little better. Let's see if that helps at all. Anyway, see, this is why I need someone to take me on as their podcast. So if anyone knows anyone, there's tiny podcast people out there. Instagram is fine. Thank you so much. I need somebody to help me out for sure. It's the internet connection where Sarah is likely being impacted with all the kids home from school. No, trust me, we don't live in the boonies, so we should have very good Wi-Fi. And my kids really don't. YouTube is better now. Good. I cleaned the thing. Maybe that's all it needed. Maybe my webcam just needed a little bitty smudge clean there. Who knows? That's why I keep my crap in a closet. That way the dog doesn't twirl it down. The kids, it's not in anyone's way. 15-second swirls are back on the app. Ooh, we can go ahead 15 minutes before and after. Good. Good. It's not even raining here. It's sunny and 54 degrees here. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, let's get into today's show. Justin Martindale, Judge Lauren Lake. Even though Jeff had a horrible, long, detailed story to finally update us on Gage, it was actually a really funny, lighthearted show. Like, I feel like Jeff even realizes that, I mean, it's very serious. I mean, he was really talking about, I guess the police would get involved. Like, this could be like, not child endangerment. What do you call it? Like abduction, child abduction. Instagram keeps freezing. Well, shit fire, y'all. What is going on? Um, who knows? Pause due to poor connection. Oh, I wasn't on my Wi-Fi. Jeez, the freaking wheeze. What is going on with technology? Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Now I'm on my Wi-Fi. I have no idea why I wasn't on my Wi-Fi. Give me a thumbs up on Instagram if that's better. Good Lord. Okay, YouTube is good, but Instagram is freezing. Does it keep freezing? Because now I'm on my Wi-Fi. I wasn't on it before. I don't know why. You're muted now? Ugh. Y'all, I just can't. Instagram keeps freezing. I just see it looks perfect with me. That's what drives me nuts, is it never freezes on me. It looks great. Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. So everyone's it's all good. Okay. He did update us on Andy Cohen. So remember, today was the day that Jeff was supposed to text or call Andy. The case has been denied, and now he's got to get the police involved on this. But this whole scam thing is at least $100,000 that he got out of these two bank accounts. So it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, Krista said it's almost scary and unsettling that this is happening with Monroe out of the country and Jeff is still so happy and light. Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, that is a good point, Krista. I think at the end of the day, he is not worried at all about Scott and Gage together taking care of Monroe as far as anything bad happening to her or bad intentions. So I think it's just a matter of like, just being crazy, just crazy with, Gage acting like, oh my God, people are going to abduct her. Or, nobody knew your flight schedule. Nobody knew where you were going. I mean, yes, I guess Gage does have to say, hey, please don't mention what country we're going to, because then God knows people are going to narrow it down and be like, oh, he likes this hotel chain. This is a kid friendly. Maybe they're there, or maybe they're going to start looking for them if they happen to be in Cabo, right? So I do realize that stuff happens. As much as the narrative is out there that I'm a stalker, trust me, some of you Jeff Lewis sleuths are way more stalkers than me. Y'all send me the house that Jeff bought instantly whenever he bought it. You sent me videos of his house in Hancock Park. You sent me pictures, the Cairo judge guy's Instagram. I never even heard what it was. Y'all sent that to me. Somebody sent me the Cairo guy's address. Somebody sent me details about his chiropractic practice. His sister. I mean, the way y'all are sleuths, y'all definitely are way more. Somebody tells me they have a friend that lives in Hancock Park and they drive by Jeff Lewis's house just to see if they can see him there. So, I mean, trust me, I don't do any of that stuff, but I'm happy that y'all do, or tell me about it. Gage needs a reality check. Nobody cares about him, Victoria says. Anyway, so Jeff goes into all the details. Make sure to go back and listen if you can figure it out on the damn app. But Gage, basically, Jeff was given all the details because when he asked to take Monroe to New York on this annual trip that they do, this vacation, he was taking 2 custodial days. And now Gage was wanting to take 4 custodial days of Jeff's and the holiday, New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I'm not sure which it was. Let's see. I don't even know what their schedule is. The 2 days, the 5 days, the 3 days, whatever it is. I can't keep up with it. It just seemed like a dick move that, Gage apparently was going to be back in town. And yet he was still wanting all these extra days, saying that was going to be actually a staycation for him and Monroe, and that he deserved to do that, right? Oh, a merch with shit fire on it. I mean, can we have cuss words on merch, though? I don't even know. By the way, the January 20th event, there will be merch, and please send me in a DM or comment, not here because the comments don't stay up, but comment on the videos or DM me what kind of merch you would want to buy, like a t-shirt, tank top, a v-neck, a hoodie, a coffee mug, a tote bag, what all those, any of the things you would want and what it should have on there, right? Yes, Michelle says this is why they need a weekly custody arrangement. And I think now that Monroe is older and they've had years of this co-parenting, now they realize, yeah, they can go 5 to 7 days I guess without seeing Monroe, I guess they would have chances, obviously, to talk to her on the phone. But, um, so that is what Jeff is working on. And Gage is totally anti that. But now it just seems like Gage is anti anything that Jeff wants, right? Like it's just there to piss people off. Even the caller, I think on the after show said, it seems like our exes hate us more than they love our child. And Jeff was like, I don't see how anyone can hate me. Have you read the comments about me? They're great. Which I think is hilarious because Jeff really does read the comments. I feel like how he has the time and the time to read his DMs, I do not know. Like it's crazy. He must get hundreds or thousands a day. I can't even imagine how many he gets, but he definitely knows. So he definitely is aware that Chef Stu is in Cabo also because he talks about his 3 ex-boyfriends being in Cabo at the very same time. So, we know he doesn't follow him anymore, but somebody was saying, I think in the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group, that I wonder if things get sent to Jeff. If stuff is sent to me, then it's probably absolutely sent to Jeff and Shane. Like, seriously, like they must get so many DMs about things for sure. Oh my God, I love that, Darla. I didn't choose the chump life. The chump life chose me. I sort of love that, but we changed it to chumpette. Oh my God, I love that. Anyways, you need to grab chump life. It's hilarious. I love that. Chump life. Chumpette life. Gage is just sucking energy by pressing all of Jeff's button. He deliberately triggers him to get his reaction. Yeah, Victoria. And I think it's got to cause stress to Jeff, right? Like, even though, like someone said, he sounds lighthearted and all that, but it's got to be stressful. Like, I don't care, even if he's just being a dick to Jeff about this, you, at the very least, you should have the exact itinerary. You should know exactly where your child is for just out of respect issues. And like, what if something happens and Shane needs to contact them and they don't know how to reach Monroe? Like, if something happened to Jeff, hopefully they would fly. I guess they would all come back together, because Monroe's only 7. They would fly Monroe back home to figure. I mean, just worst case scenario, right? It's just awful to think about. Jake Wisdom says, I'm so thankful to still be married. Co-parenting sounds so difficult. It does for some. Like, I think Dr. Phil used to say, you divorce a very different person than you got married to. And that makes sense to me because I've seen so many of those, obviously personal stories on, Oprah, all those shows. And clearly what's going on with Jeff and Gage, right? I mean, if Jeff could have looked in the future when he decided, now I don't think he would regret his decision to have a kid with Gage because he very clearly multiple times says, I would have never made the decision to go through with surrogacy and have a child if I wasn't in a long-term committed relationship with someone. So I don't think he regrets that. I don't think he would ever fight to take Gage off the birth certificate or take him out of Monroe's life. I think he wants to make the co-parenting a little more equal and a little more cohesive between them. And I don't know if that's ever going to happen, right? I do love the idea of Jeff having a chump roast. I think tickets would sell out immediately. I think SoFi Stadium could sell out. I mean, the Hollywood Bowl, I would definitely fly in for that just to listen to people like absolutely roast him. And I think that the chumps would do it. I think Justin Martindale would be amazing. Ryan Bailey. I think MJ, give her a few drinks and she would get all up in there, all honesty. Oh my God, I would die for that. That would be hilarious so much. So much. He gives a lot of details about this guy named Harrison. So he's said his name before. He's the hot chef that somebody brought as their +1 to the season 2 Hollywood House Flip party. I don't remember seeing the guy. I've seen a picture of him. I don't remember meeting him. He is cute. I didn't necessarily love the picture he posted of himself that night. It said something like, will I get an orange, as if like a housewife thing. I don't know. Maybe he just has a sense of humor, but it's his second date. But I love the math that Jeff is doing. The dude is 32. Jeff was a legal drinking college student when Harrison was born out of his mother's vagina or belly or wherever she came from. And Jeff wants to act like, oh, we're like 10 years different. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. Anyways, but then they start talking about the dark restaurant, and I think he totally made out with him, right? And then Jeff was like, "Well, what does it mean to make out?" Dude, you're 53 and we have to tell you that a kiss is very different than making out. To me, making out is like feeling the package. Maybe there's some rubbing going on, maybe some dry humping. I don't know. I don't think John Hill brought him, but I don't know. I don't even know if John Hill brought anyone. I saw John Hill, but I didn't go over and talk to him. Yes, Ada on TikTok says MJ would be amazing in a roast. I mean, she practically roasts him all the time. Like she puts in these little digs to him, but she also puts in these very she very much cares for Jeff as a friend. And that's where I love, we'll talk about the after show in a second, but I loved the after show. I loved Paige and MJ being on the after show together. Just girls chatting. They both seem to really care about Jeff and they're both fans of the show. I just kind of love that for sure. Yes, Lee too. Lily 21. I've met Carrie and Todd multiple times. Yes. And you're right. I did talk to Todd. Todd always tells me the last couple of times I've met him, he'll tell me, thanks for everything you do. So I think he realizes whenever I promote jefflewismerch.com, which is the only official Jeff Lewis merch website, I have zero affiliation with it, but I did meet Ron and Stacy who do all of it. I think they're out of Washington State. Yes. And finally met them in person. So that was really fun. But, he sees that I promote. I'm really the only, y'all have no choice. There's really no other Jeff Lewis fan account, right? So he's very well aware of who I am and thanked me for everything that I do. So it was really sweet. Making out is second base. Okay, ALW, what does that mean? Is that touching the wiener? Like they don't have boobs to touch. So, oh, Jeff has told us he's into the nipple touching. Oh, maybe he's a little nipple tune in Tokyo guy. I don't know. You do way more than most chumps for promoting all their outlets. Thank you, Victoria. What else? And they start talking about his house in Hancock Park. 4 freaking kitchens, y'all. For a man that probably barely knows how to make toast for himself. He's going to have an outdoor kitchen, a kitchen in the guest house. He's got this, what do they call it? These kitchens that when you have catering, they really make the mess back there. It's like all hidden. And then you have like the pretty kitchen, right? So 4 kitchens, 9 bathrooms. I'm dying. I was just dying. But he seems to really like that. They talk again about the hot chef guy. He seems to really like him. I do just think he's a little bit too young. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he's a little bit too young. Oh, Krista's telling me what second base is. Y'all, I've been married so long, I wouldn't know what second. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know the terms for all this stuff anymore. Krista says making out is open mouth kisses and feeling up. Yeah, I think Jeff got some of that. And then he says, who asked? Paige? Oh, I'm going to show y'all they were talking on the after show about the Christmas cards. So somebody who was the chumpette that called in and said, Sarah from Texas promotes your Christmas card, so your holiday card so much, so I want my own copy. So this is Paige's 2023 holiday card. Isn't that amazing? Let me put it up higher for YouTube. Here's the back of it. I mean, is she not the hottest and the funniest? And don't forget, y'all, not only is she a girl's girl and such a good friend to me, she is a Pepperdine University graduate with a double major in marketing and theater. Don't just think she's just a cocktail waitress, y'all. She's got it going on. This is her 2022 card that she mailed me last year. Gorge. I mean, I just love her so much. I really do. Adore her. But anyways, all I did, I was kind of cooking some eggs whenever that caller called in. And so all I know is that they were, I think the person was from San Diego. And they said that Sarah from Texas always promotes your holiday cards. So she wanted 5 of them. It was funny. Melanie, yes, exactly. I've got the dishwasher going now. It says, here we all is here all we have is a dirty and a clean kitchen. Exactly. 1 kitchen, 1 island, 1 microwave. I do have 2 ovens that barely get used because I hate to cook, but yeah. Oh, I love that. Krista says, Paige is a beauty and so, so sweet to people. She really is. And I loved on the after show, let's get to the after show with MJ and Paige Davis today. They immediately start talking about the Civil War lighting of Jeff's dates, which I thought was so funny. I guess they've turned down the lighting on the after show at SiriusXM, so I kind of like that. He did ask MJ what her age was, and she absolutely wouldn't answer. Now, I will tell you, I've met MJ in person, I think 3 or 4 times now. She has a very young looking face. She just has a baby face, but looking at how long she's been a realtor, she said that year she's a mom. Not that you can't be 16 and a mom, but I mean, I think she's probably around my age of 50, but I don't know. She definitely says the age and the year and the country she was born in is all fake on the Instagram. So I have no idea, or on Google. So I have no idea. Who are you asking? Do I like Christmas leggings? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I have Christmas leggings. I think as a teacher, I wore that kind of stuff on like holiday stuff, like the cute little Lululemon leggings and like the long tunic shirts. Oh, Google says she's 51, Valerie says. But she says that's wrong. So I don't know. Anyways, who knows? Oh, Santa Barbara. The person was from Santa Barbara. Was that you, Julie? Oh my God, it was. Shout out Julie on TikTok. Thank you for thank you for plugging me. Thank you for saying that I promote her Christmas cards, because I totally do. I love Paige. Honestly, if y'all don't remember, June 2022, the day after I flew home from attending the season 1 Hollywood Housewife party in Los Angeles, Hollywood, Paige, I met her there. She gave me her phone number. She started following me immediately. She surprised me and came on my Instagram live. She was just the very first chomp to ever be so nice to me. And now all of them I've met multiple times. A lot of them follow me. A lot of them are super amazing to me. And I'll never forget Paige and I was on the phone with her last night. She was guiding me a little bit in this whole, my show for January 20th, something about it. So she was really helping me a lot about that. Michael Riley says the correct, definitely 50 or more. Yeah, I don't know how old she is. But, her son is young. So, and not that you can't give birth at 50 something, but she did give birth to him, right? So, oh my God, I can't wait, Michelle. Tell me in comments if you got your ticket for the January 20th event. All the tickets are a flat 50, taxes, fees included. Everyone gets the same ticket, so everyone gets the VIP treatment. Trust me, it's Saturday night, January 20th in LA, 4 to 6 p.m. We hope for all of us to stay at the SLS Beverly Hills Hotel. Save space for that. I'm going to be giving you a link very soon. They haven't given it to me yet. And I've got hopefully a dinner afterwards. We've got to figure out where we're going to have dinner that's close. And then we will end the night either in Hollywood and or back at the beautiful speakeasy inside the SLS Beverly Hills. I cannot wait. Oh my God, I'm so excited. A lot of you I've met already multiple times, or I will get to meet January 20th, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Paul and Patrick are very sweet. They really are. They leave very soon for like this big Italian cruise ship, but they will be on the after show tomorrow. And then tomorrow is Kelly Dodd and Rick Leventhal. So they're on too. What else? So someone does call in and talk about how the app sucked so much. And Jeff was like, look, I get it, but I can't complain for it. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're on a budget. Some people are sharing hotel rooms at the SLS. So make sure you join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. There's an event, and then there's a chat that's already started. And Laura has gotten a spreadsheet together with everyone that's staying and everything. But you live close enough, you can actually go home. So a lot of us don't live close enough. We have to get a hotel. But some people have met each other at BravoCon or other things, or online, and they're talking about sharing a room to make it a little more affordable at the hotel for sure. Anyways, okay, so then they start talking about the Cairo James date. Jeff says he really likes him and had a great weekend, but he lives in Chicago. Like, he's got a whole life there. And Has they ever said how old he is? I want to say he's probably his young 40s. I'm not really sure, but I mean, he's probably not of retirement age to up and move to LA just to be with Jeff because they've been on one weekend date, right? Oh, I love that, Christina. You and Mary are riding together. I love that so much. Um, and then he gives us more details about this chef, this hot chef Harrison. He lives in Brentwood, which I think is a very rich area. So he definitely made out with him. And then what else? What are all my notes? I've got to end in 1 minute, so we've got to wrap things up. Then they talked about gifts they were giving. I have been lucky enough to meet Paige Davis's really good friend, Michaela. I hung out with her at her hotel. We spent the evening at the pre-BravoCon party together. I've met her good friend, Brittany, at the December 21 show. She's beautiful, so cool. And I met Paige's dad, Jimbo. He's amazing and so super cool and so proud of his daughter. It's amazing. Yes, Brent is where OJ lived. Oopsie. That's not a good thing. Wasn't that house taken down? I feel like they demolished that house where she got murdered in the guy. Anyways, okay, well, I'm gonna wrap it up because I've got to go do some mom duties, go help out Angela, bring her dinner. Make sure you're subscribing and following, hit the like button, hit the heart button, make a comment. All of that helps my engagement. I would really, really appreciate it. Let's keep manifesting some things. Oh, Chris, you'll just have to wait and see. More announcements will be made about all the details. It's all unfolding now. The contracts are coming back, everything. So just stay tuned for all the details about January 20th. But I promise it will be such a fun Chumpette event. You will not regret coming. As a matter of fact, you're going to kick yourself when you see how much fun was had by everyone. Because I promise you, it is going to be so fun, so many surprises. And you'll be like, wow, that was so fun. I'm so glad that I did that. So get your ticket now. Don't regret it. Start off 2024 with no regrets. Be a yes person and say yes to everything, right? Yes. Oh, that's not true. But thanks for being negative, Chris Courts. Come on. We're a place of positivity. Anyways, bye, Chumpette. See you tomorrow.